is November 7th. I'm so tired. I don't know why. I got decent sleep. This getting old thing is getting old. So right now I'm scrolling through Ravelry at the, what do they call that section? I don't know what they call it. Where like it highlights all the new patterns that have come out from people that you frequently favorite. I'm looking at that right now. I started my coffee time socks, coffee break socks. That's all I have right now. It just occurred to me, I don't know if I ever talked about why I've got this empty drawer over here that's missing a thing. So I have the facing, but the sides are out. So they're supposed to get built. And I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But it's sitting in the garage waiting for sides. So in the meantime, I've been putting stuff in there to get it out of my way. That's what that's all about. Almost done with my square. My third square. And still have my blanket and a hat. I got a vacuum today. Let me put you down because my arm hurts killing me. There we go. So I got vacuum, dishes, litter boxes. Theoretically, that's all I have to do today. I might do some shop work. That's it. Dyed my hair yesterday. Do you like the color? So all this bright red, that's all my gray. That's all the gray. So yeah, since I've got gray on the side, you know, and this is the first thing that turns gray because it washes out. I do like how it looks here though in the middle of my hair. I like all that. I think that's cool. I tried going gray, like not dyeing my hair, and I think I went like 9 months and I said, I can't do this. I'm not ready. So I'm sure I'll try again in a couple more years. But if you're not ready, don't force it. You know? Okay. I'm gonna make some coffee and start these chores. I'll be back. I just wanted to share this piece of artwork that I get to look at every single day. I love it. I don't care if it's childish. I don't care if somebody thinks that it's supposed to be, you know, something for kids. It's amazing. I mean, come on. Come on. It's so awesome. It's not even funny. Oh my gosh. I will try to link the artist down below. I don't think she's very active on Instagram, but yeah, I got this piece of art in a coffee shop, Zamboango, I think that's how you say it, outside of Atlanta in the spring. So yeah, it's my favorite. It's my favorite. Oh my God. I am so frustrated. I don't understand why I keep having this problem. So I'm knitting on all of the lights, right? And I'm like 99.5% sure it's not a pattern problem, it's a me problem. I just want to put that out there. But I keep transposing this section. Oh my God, are you even going to be able to see it? It's so variegated. There's a cable section on here, right? And they mirror each other on the back panel. So to keep it straight in my head, I've got the one section labeled left and the one section labeled right. Okay? Follow so far? So if this is the back, right? And it's going over your head and going on like this, This is the right side. This is the left side. I have this here to mark the right side so I don't get confused, and this is the left side. I have the back portion of that cable section marked accordingly. And then when I go back to look at it, it's the opposite of what it's supposed to be. It's like I took the sides and put the right side on the left side and left side on the right side. This is the third time now that I've had to do this. And I just lost stitches. Awesome. So I'm moving all this stuff around. I'm tired of having to keep, what's it called, dropping down to fix my cable mistakes. And I'm not gonna say it's an easy fix. It's something I can fix, but it's still a pain in the ass. And the fact that I keep doing this because I keep messing it up, it's driving me insane. Big time. I just needed to vent. That's all. Because some of you will know, right? So I just needed to vent. And now I'm gonna fix 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 sections of cable in those 2 panels. Yay! There goes the rest of my day. Ah! You know what? Scratch that. I'm not doing that. I did one little section, and it was a pain in the butt because I had to go down 5 or 6 rows. I'm gonna fall on that hole. If you're looking that close, that you're probably a little too close to me to begin with. That's what I'm going with, because I have it figured out now. I think I have it figured out. Hope so. I need to pay more attention to what is going on and double check on that column before I make my cable, because I have a whole lot more cardigan to do. So I need to get that routine down now so I'm not continuously messing up. That's what I need to do. Yeah. Okay. I went to my favorite coffee shop again today, and I just took a little bit of video of the depot because they're getting ready to decorate for Christmas. So I thought you might enjoy that very large ornament in the middle of the depot. Today is, what is today? November 9th. Anyway, I did have coffee. So I'm just going to show a couple of finishes, because if I wait for podcasts, it'll be so far back, it's not even funny. So I finished my bat socks a week ago, I think, and I did some modifications. If you're on Ravelry, you've probably already seen the orange and black bat socks. They're all over the internet, really, Instagram and all that. So I did some modification. I think I figured it out now after knitting this pair of socks, but I had a hard time trying to figure out how I was going to do the stitch count for this motif all the way through the sock without it being tight, because I am noticing that my color work knitting is very tight on these socks. I don't have that problem with sweaters, maybe just because it's there's more stitches, so it's not as noticeable, but it's definitely noticeable in socks. So I had a hard time trying to figure that out. So I just did these stripes, which I saw someone else do in their project pages, and I thought that was a good idea. So what I did was 62 stitches on my foot. My normal sock recipe is 60 stitches for the foot, and in the last few pairs of socks, I've gone up to 62 just to see how it feels. I know 64 is still too big for my foot. So no matter what I do with any kind of colorwork socks, I'm still going to have to figure out the foot part, because, yeah, I mean, if it's going to be tighter, it's a numbers game. I'll have to figure it out. But what I did for this pair, because I can stop not making sense here, is I did 62 stitches until after the heel, and then right after the heel I rapidly increased to get to the stitch count for the motif, which I think was 72 stitches. I don't know. There's different numbers for different patterns, and I'm also noticing that I need to go up to the second size that's in the book. So this was the second size. So then I just did 3. I kind of got tired of doing the color work by the time I was done with the second row. And I'm like, that's not going to look good. Not for me. So I did a 3rd row and 3x2 ribbing on the cuff. And then for this pair, I actually turned the sock inside out to do the bind off. Well, I didn't really turn it inside out, but I did the bind off going in the other direction instead of on the outside. And what that basically does is it takes the bind off, instead of rolling out, it's kind of rolling in or standing up straight. So that's what I did for these socks. And so yeah, that kind of gives me an idea of how I need to proceed with any kind of socks that has patterning on the foot. So I think what I'm going to have to do with anything that has patterning on the foot is right after I'm done with the toe, I need to rapidly, like in 3 or 4 rows, get to the stitch count that I need, which means I'll have to do a longer toe to get to the stitch count that I would need for the patterning. That's my thought. I don't know if that's going to work that way. And I don't know what my next pair of socks are going to be after the ones that I'm working on now, because right now I'm doing the coffee break socks and the entire foot is just one color. So I don't know what I'm going to do after that pair. I haven't decided yet. So if I get to that point, I'll let you know what I'm doing. Okay, and then I finished my second to last square on the Noragon cable blanket. Clearly these aren't cables because I'm done doing cables because I can't handle doing cable squares anymore. So I'm just knocking out the last 4 that I needed for the blanket. So this is not blocked yet, but what I did for this was I kept the edging the same. So it's just garter and then like this little ribby thing that's going on there. And then I just did very, very randomly. I don't know if you'll be able to really see it. It'll look better when it's blocked. But basically what I did for the texture on here was I took stitches and twisted them. So actually not even twisted them, exchanged places. So like if I want to go this way, then I'm taking the stitch from here and putting it there, and that stitch and putting it there. And then if I want to go that way, taking the stitch and put it there and the other one there. So I actually learned that from one of the, actually it might be in a couple of the squares that are in this blanket already. That's how I learned to do that. So I just incorporated it in here so that it went with it, so to speak. I don't know what I'm going to do for the last square. I have not decided that yet because I'm not done sewing this blanket yet. It's probably going to be a little while. I have some things coming up in my life. I did talk about it before that I was looking for a job and I had somebody working on my resume. I have an interview on Saturday, so I don't know what my schedule's going to look like. I do have an idea about hours, but I just don't know scheduling, and then I have to get acclimated because I haven't worked for anybody in a very long time. So that's going to be interesting. So I need to get acclimated to all that. So I don't know when I'm going to have time to really get down and finish sewing this up, although it's been rather quick to sew up those squares, I do have to say. So maybe I'll find a day where I just take 2 hours and do as much as I can or whatever. Do I have anything else to show you? Not really. Everything else is a whip, and I can just show that as I'm doing stuff. I'm losing the fight. So I'm scrolling through Instagram, and Stone Knits has a 35% off sale on her patterns. If you don't know who Stone Knits is, She's the inspiration behind my buying my first pattern book and my first colorwork socks. So clearly, I've gone down a rabbit hole. So I got the alien socks. I'll put a picture up over here. Got the alien socks. It was really hard to choose because I was only going to get one. The choice was between the mushroom socks, the alien socks, the flamingo socks, avocado, the autumn socks, which that's a really good deal if you're looking for colorwork socks because you get 2 patterns in one. I feel like there was something else. Anyway, so I got the alien socks. Okay. Hey, you know what? I made it through most of the year. And I'm being responsible. I'm not buying tons of patterns. I'm getting them on sale. And I'm limiting myself to one. I think I'm doing pretty good, right? Right? Okay. Good afternoon. It is November 11th, not 11th, 10th. It's Friday, November 10th. So I'm going to get ready to sign off here, but I wanted to let you know that me and Chrissy from Knitting in the Heights are thinking about doing a make-along. So what I'm wondering is if any of you would be interested, and if you are, to let me know in the comments, because that'll give us an idea how many people are interested. So the thoughts that are on the table right now are whips and works in progress if you don't know what whips are. Stash busting, so anything that's in your yarn stash that's older than a year, and working on projects that are around 20 or less, but we may or may not change that number. But the main point right now is just to see how many people might be interested in doing that, and so there'll be a main theme, and then anything else will be extra entries to it. So let me know what your thoughts are on that, and then it wouldn't be until January anyway. So it's just an idea to let us know if you're interested or not. So let me know in the comments if you're interested. And of course there will be prizes. You know, I can't have a make along without a prize. Well, you can, but are they really that fun? Let's be honest. So what am I wearing? I am wearing the Viewpoint by Danny Sunshine. And it is a V yoke that you short row to get it down the rest of the body to make it even. So that's what that is. This is one of the first sweaters that I've ever made. I think it might have been the 3rd sweater I ever made. I don't know. So it's, yeah, because it has half arm sleeves. When I first started making fingering weight pullovers, I used to do half sleeves and 3/4 sleeves. I don't do that anymore because I figured out that I actually don't really like that, but it does work for fall. So anyway, I will see you in a week or so, and I hope you're doing well, and go make something. All right, bye.